And then we have the the Requiem. It's the most most kind of political and straightforward and fighting and violent. In Requiem they share the violence. The group is it's planned. They rely on violence. It's their only way to act. Yeah. But in the circumstances, I think it was quite okay. There are situations where violence is necessary and strict measures are needed, where you have to fight and do things that you would not do in different circumstances. I don't know if it is acceptable. Yeah, everybody, each one of us, we have to live with what we have done. And they say that good conscience is the best sleeping pill you can have. And well, I must say that at least I have a good conscience, because I do sleep awfully well. Yeah. Long nights without dreams or anything. I've always slept very well. But Requiem, yes, it was the beginning of this story existed in the 74, 70, before I ever went to the film school. Yep, it's the mother of all stories, yes. The betrayal. How the rationality goes above feelings, and you just scream and scream and scream and nothing helps. It's a great story. And how you look back at it and let your... I think that in Requiem it's more important that to have it like that with two time layers, because the present layer where she's dying and she connects with this young male nurse, and how she kind of in the old part when she's young, she has this moment when she sees the Tom, she sees his skin, the very shining dark silk-like warm skin, and the muscles moving under it, and Tom is always moving. He's got a kind of a rhythm in his body that she will miss forever. And the same kind of rhythm is in her. It's not so it's not dancing, it's not, but it's the way she connects with the guy when she's old and dying, with this young man. When she touches him, he closes his eyes and she touches him, like the eternal mythical love. The eternal woman, the goddess, the great love. And he sees her like that. It's not the reality he sees. He sees the what she really is. Yes. She touches him. He listens to her. He listens how she talks, how how things are present in her mind, if not anymore in that reality, versus facing the ultimate end. And I don't know if he doesn't respect her. It's not, but he very much wants to listen to her because he knows such a rare experience to have with anyone. They kind of she's able to drag him to her consciousness in a way. Yeah. Yes, that's the. He lets her. She's not doing it with manipulation. It's something quite different. I don't know how to say it. I have to keep working on it. Yeah. It's her way. Yeah. The way she's been living all her life. She listens, and she's very tender antennas when she listens to someone and looks at how, and then she gets the connection, the presence, the shared moments, and that's important. Yeah. Yeah. That's also important in Layers of Darkness. It's the ultimate shared time that Nikki and the boy have at the villa. They have both been let down. The whole Layers of Darkness is more like a fairy tale than any of the others. But I like it as something I have imagined. And it's kind of mythical and about forgiving and release, and also of the destructive forces of strict structures, strict rules of behavior, and strict you have to be like this, and you can't be. If you're like this, you can't be like that. The boy's parents, how he became what he is, they were very highly strung, very excited people, very formal, conformist, fascist. He was always given, he was always kind of loved, but never so that, oh, come here, I'll hug you, big hug and kisses. And no, the love and acceptance he was given was always something else he wanted. He wanted a bicycle. No, he wanted, let's say he wanted a guitar when he was 14. He got some motorbicycle, mobile, what's it, scooter kind of. And he didn't like it. He would have wanted to play, but he got this mechanical toy because his father thought that it was more important to have this ability to move in this world. And they were both, his mother and father were the same. They played with each other kind of, and he was the target. And it was very, you can't get used to it. You can understand that, yeah, okay, and try to manipulate, but it's very heavy for you. It's to live in that kind of conditions, and they kind of built a cage around him and gave him something, never what he wanted, never straight, never, and it was very unnerving for him. Young people are like that. They need strict things. They need straight answers and fair play. And they were not straight. They were not fair. It's very human, of course, but you shouldn't do it with children. You can do it with adults, but if you want to, I don't think it's at all necessary. But anyway. And then he finally reaches the border where he can't bear it. They are inside his head always, these things. And so he kills them. It's his way out of this situation, the only way he can see. And probably he's right. There's if these mechanisms are practiced long enough, buried deep enough in your brain, you can't make them, take them away, make them, undo them in a way. And so it's normally it's suicide. That's the way out. But in his case, it was the killing of the parents, and then he had this span of freedom, in a way, his whole life in those few days. And that's how they are both. They are very raw and vulnerable, and when they meet, and then they have this few days of absolute fancy. Yeah. And that's how I wanted it to be. I've always wanted. Only, not much, just a few days. Absolute honesty, presence, things like that. Yeah. It's also it's also about forgiving in a way. Nikki forgives the boys that they died because she hasn't. She thinks they are guilty because they died. They should have been more careful. Should have thought about her. Should have lived longer. That's how things are. Nice, fantastic moments, a little bit magic, and that's nice. That's what you should have. Everybody deserves a few days.